So when your time comes, don't postpone it. When others down and out, you don't condone it. Truth be told, you don't condone it.
Good afternoon, I'm Sergeant Jonathan Frederick. I'm the local recruiter for the Texas Army National Guard in the Huntsville area. Today I'm going to be talking to you about different workouts that you can do at home during this stay at home that do not involve any sort of weights at all. So it's strictly just going to be body weight workouts. So there's three different ones I'm going to go over. One is going to be what's known as a HIIT training. It stands for high intensity interval training. Another one's going to be AMRAP, which stands for as many reps as possible. And then my third one is going to be explosive leg workouts. So the first one I'll go into is going to be the explosive leg workouts. So the first one I'm going to do, this is just what I call knee jumps. So this one's going to be a little bit more advanced. However, I'll show you an alternate workout that you can do, but it's going to give you the same effect. So for this one, starting position is going to be on your knees. Then you're going to kind of sit down on your heels. And what you're going to do is you're going to use the momentum of your arms and your body to fling yourself up so that you go from your knees onto your feet. All right. So like I said, you're going to use the momentum of your arms and your body to plant yourself on your feet, just like this. Like that. And that would be 1 rep. So for someone that's just starting out on something like this, you may want to start off easy and just do 5 reps. Now, if you're someone that maybe needs to kind of work your way up to this, a really good alternate workout would be in the same starting position. However, instead of doing the full burst up, what you're going to do is just 1 leg forward, 2nd leg up, kind of like a squat. So now when you go back down, you'll use the other leg this time. So I started off with my right, so this next time I'm going to use my left. All right, so like I said, that's going to give you really good explosive energy in your legs. Now the second workout you could do is a power jump. So the one I like to do is you're going to do a squat, and then when you come out of the squat, you're just going to explode and jump into the air. So again, what this is going to do is build explosive power in your legs. So I like to keep my hands out to where my hands are touching my elbows on the opposite arm, because what this does is that it allows me to focus on keeping my core in, and at the same time I'm not using my arms to use a lot of the momentum. Instead, I'm going to be focusing 100% on my leg strength. So I'm going to go down into a squat and jump up, and that'll be 1 repetition. Now for an alternate exercise, if you need to, you can have your arms at your side so that you can assist with the momentum up through your jump like this. All right, now be sure when you're coming down on your jump, you're not keeping straight legs, all right, because that will hurt your knees. So you need to be sure that when you're landing, you're gonna kind of crouch down a little bit and absorb a lot of that power and that strength into your knees, as such. Like that, all right? The third one is gonna be, what I call exploding lunges. So what this one is going to be is that it's just like your normal lunge, but what you're going to do in order to get to the opposite side, you're going to jump out of that one. So how it's going to look, you could have your arms either out to the side or on your hips. So how it's going to go is you start off with 1 leg, and then you're going to just push yourself up and explode out of it, where you bring your opposite leg forward, and then you put your other leg back. And then you'll go again, like that. Now if you need to do a different workout because maybe you can't explode or your legs are starting to get tired after all this, then you could just do regular lunges, where you could have your hands on your hip, lunge forward, come back, and then you'll do the opposite leg. Okay. Now the fourth exercise in this exploding leg workout is, there's multiple names for it. However, the one I like to call it's known as the skater. So for this one, this is going to focus on explosive energy of the legs. However, at the same time, it's going to deal a lot with balance and controlling the legs. So you'll pick whether you want to start on your left or your right. And what you're going to do is you're going to jump to one side, land on that leg. You're going to bring your opposite leg behind, kind of like this. let me show you how that's gonna go. So like I said, you're gonna jump to one side, I'm gonna jump to my left, then to the right, then to the left, and to the right. All right. So if you need an alternate workout for this one, because your legs are getting tired, or maybe it's just a little too advanced for you, then you could just do what are known as side lunges. So for this one, you'll just start in the same position, feet shoulder width apart. You have your hands on your hip or out in front. And what you'll do is you'll take a step out with either your right or your left leg. So like this, and then come up, and then you'll do it again on the opposite side. So again, those are the 4 exercises for my explosive leg workout. Now the next one I'm gonna go into is what's known as HIIT, high intensity interval training. So for this one, what you really want to focus on is not so much time. You're not going for an hour or 2 hours in this workout. Usually we do a lot of HIIT workouts. When you're crunched on time, you really only have about 10 to 15 minutes to do a workout. So really what you're wanting to focus on is getting a lot of intensity in your workout in a short period of time. So what I usually like to do for my workouts is I'll take about 3 or 4 different exercises back to back, usually about 10 to 15 reps of each exercise, and then I'll do about a 30-second to 60-second rest. And then I'll repeat that whole rotation a number of times. So ones I like to incorporate in my HIIT training is everyone's favorite, the burpee. So the burpee, how you're gonna do that one is what you're doing is you're gonna be going down. You're gonna do a front lean and rest position like you would for the push-up. You go down, do a push-up, come up. You're gonna fling your feet forward near your hands, and then you're gonna do a power jump. So when you get through that, that's gonna be 1 repetition. So again, based off of your level of expertise or your level of fitness, you could set how many actual repetitions of each exercise you wanna do. So I'm gonna show you exactly what the burpee looks like. So like I said, you're gonna go down, then you're gonna come up. So I'm gonna go down, feet back, push up with chest going down to the ground, lift yourself back up, bring your feet forward, and then jump. So what this one is really gonna focus on is really just an all-around body type of workout. You're gonna be focusing on your chest, your shoulders, your arms, as well as your legs, all right? So I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like if you're gonna be doing 5 repetitions of a burpee. All right, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you need to do something other than that, because again, your level of fitness is not up to it, what you can do is alternate a few things. So maybe you don't do a full push-up. Maybe instead you just go down to the front lean and rest, and then you just go back in to bringing your feet forward and doing a squat. So that would look like this. So with the burpee, the great thing about it is that you can change out different exercises in that, to kind of meet your level of fitness. Other things you can do in your HIIT training, another favorite of mine is mountain climbers. So with that one, you're gonna start in front line and rest position with one of your legs forward. So again, you can choose either your left or right leg, and what you're gonna be doing is working more so on agility and speed. So I got my left leg forward, so when I start, I'm now gonna put my left leg back and then bring my right leg forward. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So again, what that one's gonna focus on a lot is agility and speed of the legs. Other ones you can do, push-ups, again, everybody's favorite, but you can do different variations of push-ups. So you can do the standard push-up, which is where you have your hands right below your shoulders. You can do diamond push-ups, which you'll have your hands come together to form a diamond, like this. And what this one's gonna deal with most is you're gonna be using more of your triceps to do the actual workout. So again, your hands will make a diamond, go down and up. All right. And again, there's so many variations of the push-up that you could do. So again, if you wanted to, you could do wide arm push-ups, which are gonna activate more of your chest muscles. So that will look like this. All right. Other things you could do is a one-legged push-up. So what that means is you'll be in the push-up, and when you go down, you'll just lift your opposite leg up. So how that one's gonna look, again, you'll be in the front leaning rest position. And when you go down, you'll lift one of your legs up about 8 to 10 inches. So this time, I'm gonna start with my left leg. So I'll go down, and at the same time, I'm gonna lift my left leg 8 to 10 inches. And then when I come up, I lower my foot. So now this time, I'm gonna do the opposite foot. And down. So like I said, with the HIIT exercises, you wanna do usually about 3 to 4 exercises, really high intensity, and then you're gonna take about a 30 to 60 second rest. So what I usually like to end my HIIT or my AMRAP training with is some sort of cardio in the form of doing sprints, runs, jogs, whatever it is, again, for building cardio. So for this one, I'm just gonna do, a predetermined length. So for this one, I have another walking path that's over there. So what I'll do is essentially suicide runs. I'll run down there, touch, come back, and I'll usually do it about 2 or 3 times, depending on what the distance is gonna be. All right, so for this one, you're just gonna start off, you're gonna be your own time. You'll tell yourself when to go. That's when I'll go into my rest of 30 or 60 seconds, depending on which workout I'm doing.
Now is my time to shine. When your time comes, don't postpone it. When others doubt.